Hopefully we're live.
I think we're live.
It's got to be happening by now. I'm out of dance moves.
Are we live?
Are we live?
Oh
my goodness.
We're live. We live.
We are live.
Hey
Live dance.
everybody!
Live.
Happy Tuesday!
Live and alive.
We very alive.
Yes.
Barely hanging in there.
Okay. No, it's just the start. We've got a big week ahead of us.
We do have a big
What's
week
going on?
ahead of us.
It's birthday bash week!
Birthday bash!
We are so excited. It's our 10th birthday here at Missouri Star. Cannot believe it. It's wild.
I have a wrinkle for every year. And gray hair now, too. I didn't have gray hair when we started.
That's all right. We've had a lot of fun along the way. It's so great, and it's been fun to look back on all the memories and hope you
memory
guys
thing
have
has been
seen
really
those.
fun.
Yeah, I've been watching her.
Yeah,
You're great.
and we've got Rob here as well as some other great people who will join us this week throughout the industry that will be here.
Yeah, this
Thursday
is
and
not the
Friday.
only day you're doing Facebook
Oh
Live.
no, we will be live all week.
All
friends.
week!
Just
You're gonna
ramp
see
it up.
them.
Yeah, so let me tell you our live schedule so I don't forget. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we're going to be there for the official unveiling of the world's largest spool of thread. That one will be on Facebook only because it's away from our downtown area a little ways. So if you want to catch
The world's
that,
largest.
spool of thread.
Like
Guinness Book record.
bigger than any.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guinness is coming, right?
Guinness is
They're going to
coming.
measure.
Yes,
It's
Guinness
been weighed.
is coming. World's
It's
largest
been
spool of
measured.
thread, and I'm telling
And
you,
it's been
they've
found.
actually wrapped over a million yards
Yeah.
already, and it looks just like
looks
it's
so
empty.
small.
Oh, no.
So everybody who comes should go wrap their thread.
Well, yeah,
around
that's
it.
what's so cool about
Yeah.
it. If you come and visit, you can wrap some
You
thread
can
around
wrap
it
some
and
thread
add
and
I
to
didn't
it.
realize that.
become part of
It's
it.
the spool, and we wrap our own threads.
Well, there's a certain amount started that already makes it the
wow.
largest, and then you can go and add to it.
Yes.
Oh,
So-
all of us binding together.
That's right.
Well, you just have to run in circles a lot.
Oh my gosh. I get dizzy just doing shrink wraps on pallets.
I
I know.
know.
There we
I'll do
go.
2 passes and I'll be done.
That's at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
2 o'clock tomorrow. and-
Facebook Live.
That's right. And then Thursday at 3 o'clock, we will be live from our patio here downtown. These are all Central Time, by the way. We'll be live from the patio for the Great Vendor Bake Off. So some of those great people from the industry will be working up some creations.
Yeah, they're
right?
making. Here, wait.
What do you got? What do you got?
Wait, this sits on here.
It's heavy.
Hold on,
It's
don't
big.
drop it.
Don't-
They're-
oh.
they're
Making
They're all going to be making birthday cakes,
Yes.
just like this.
just like this.
Just like this. Look at this.
It's so fun.
I love that thing.
So cute.
We already have our recipe, but they, yeah.
They get to make some. So we will work on that on Thursday. And then Friday at 2 o'clock, we will be having a celebrity sew-off with these two and their teams. They'll be whipping up some quilts.
Like this.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? You're watching me. Huh?
I'm watching.
You better.
I am watching.
Get your
you.
ideas now because I'm pretty much ready to go.
That's right. They'll be joined by a team whipping up some quilts that will then raffle off for charity.
Yes,
so,
we are actually making quilts this year.
Yes.
Thank heaven.
yeah, it's going to
Oh,
be
I don't know if I could beat the goose
I
ever
didn't know
again.
if I could
right?
make another cake.
yeah, it's going to be really fun. And then on Saturday, we'll be live at 2 o'clock. We're going to share some fun and silly quilting Mad Libs that we're doing.
Oh, the Mad Libs.
Yeah, so that'll be really fun. And
So
then,
for those of you who don't know what Mad Libs are, this is an old game that my parents used to play with me when I
love
was
Mad
in the
Libs.
car, and it's one of those games that stuck around. And it's like you say a sentence and then you put in any noun.
right, it's like,
Right.
here, put in a noun or a verb.
Yeah,
or
they'll say a noun, and you'll say treehouse.
But you make up your words
Yeah.
first, so you
Yes,
don't know what the
make up your
story's
words
at all
first, so
about.
You don't know what the story is.
Yeah.
So
So we'll get some feedback
That's
from
gonna
you
be really
guys.
fun.
It's going to be really fun, and then we'll fill in our Mad Libs. I think it's going to be really great.
I think it's to be hilarious.
Yeah, you Scrabble players, we're going to need you with your biggest word for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm a Scrabble player. Are you?
Oh.
Are you a Scrabble player?
No, I'm much better at coloring than any of the things that involve letters, reading, spelling, you know,
I love
any of that
Scrabble.
stuff.
I love
Give me a
Scrabble.
set of colored pencils and I can't be stopped.
I must say, I'm not sure I always play fair with Scrabble, but when you
Right.
play online, you have to play fair.
That's what it is.
Yes,
Yeah,
true.
you can't cheat that one,
You
can you?
can't.
No, you can't.
See, I couldn't convince anybody
You
that
can
this is
use
a word.
international sewing terms like haberdashery, though, that people
Oh,
don't
wow, there we
necessarily
go.
recognize, and you'll throw them off.
That's awesome. Well, if you have a chance, please come join us in town. We have so much fun. We have amazing in-store demos that are going to be happening, as well as, these events that we'll be live for, plus so much more.
Oh, gosh,
SEW,
yeah.
So much more.
Well, we play all the birthday games. But,
All the birthday
when you
games.
do a cakewalk, it's for layer cakes.
Layer cakes, that's
yeah.
right. That's right.
That's right. I mean, it's all sewing related, so it's fun. I mean, the piñata, you hit a piñata, you think there's going to be candy. No.
No.
Sewing stuff is inside that piñata.
Sewing machines, sewing tables are falling
yeah.
out of the piñata.
Probably
Everyone
not.
has to wear a hard hat.
Probably not. No, don't believe
No,
him. Probably
don't
not.
Don't let
big things falling from the sky.
We're very excited. We also get to have we're putting on a fireworks display on Thursday night here in town.
I'm so excited.
So that's going to be fun.
You know, years and years ago, we used to have one here, but we haven't had one in Hamilton a long
Not even for the
time.
4th of July?
No.
No.
Yeah, everyone
Cameron always does it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is big.
This is huge.
This is
It's a
ginormous.
big deal.
This is an explosion of firing things.
Womp, womp, womp.
It's going to be great. So either way, that's really all of the updates. If you have any questions about Birthday Bash, be sure and put them in the comments, and we will try and answer those as we go. But what we're going to teach you today is how to make these really fun little birthday pennants.
Oh, are you guys getting to work?
We are getting to work.
I'm going to lunch. I'm taking my snack cheese. Oh, it didn't work. No. I'm out of here. See you guys.
See you, Rob. Thanks for coming. We'll see you later.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Rob. See you later.
All right. Well, Jenny, let's get to it.
So we're gonna make these little pennants.
Yep.
And they're so easy. They're just super easy. So we're starting with 10-inch squares, and what we're going to do is we're just going to fold them in half. And so right down the side, that's your whole pennant. I mean, these are so
Let's
easy.
show 'em up here in this corner.
So, okay, here we go. So we're going to take the square like this, fold it in half, and so right down the side.
Right down the side.
Right down the side. All right, so I'm going to come over here and do that. And I have some thoughts. I was thinking, since it's our birthday, you know, and I can probably make a lot of these without thinking, oh gosh, sorry.
Man down.
I just lost my pedal.
Oh, no.
That's all right. We came back on. We're good to go.
All right.
You just never know. Do you know that's one of my favorite things about live? You never know what's going to happen. You just never know.
It's true.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So I'm going to sew right down the side of this. But what I'm thinking is, these are so quick that maybe I should just sign some and we could give them away.
I love that idea.
What do you guys think? Anybody want just a pennant? You'll have to let us know. You'll have to send some hearts. We'll have to convince Jake that this is a good idea.
We actually have some other things to give away as well.
Because it's our birthday?
Because it's our birthday. So we'll put these pennants in. We'll put one with each of these. How about that?
Oh, very cool.
So we have some.
Or we could just give away pennants.
We could,
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, so wait, I wanted to show you what I just did. I just clipped off this corner.
Yes.
The reason is it'll make it easier to turn. So then we're just going to turn this like this. And I'm just going to use my scissors and poke out this tip right here.
Yes. Oh, I saw
And
iron
if
hot.
you're going to use your scissors, be careful because you can actually just poke right through the end.
Yes, it's
And
true.
that would not be pleasant. But then what we're going to do is we're going to lay this and we're going to center this seam up with the point like that.
Want me to press it?
We're going to press it and we're going to fold this over and press it like that.
Perfect.
Just like that.
All right.
And then I'll make a few more of those while you're pressing that.
Sounds good.
How about that?
Just press it
All right.
flat.
Again, you fold them like this, and then you just sew down one side.
Ta-da!
Jake, did anybody did anybody say if they wanted pennants? A giveaway pennant?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
We had a
want
few
stuff.
that were big
He
fans.
said yes. We have a few. Do you have a microphone?
They like that idea. I actually do. I got one.
Oh, fabulous.
Very cool. Let me see what we
I
got going on
inherited
here.
it. There's a little bit of squeezed cheese on it, but besides that.
That's awesome.
But other than that, so let me just see what's going on here. Because do you know what? If you have a sewing machine problem, almost 99% of the time it's threading. So I always just rethread. And let me go through here and go through here. And then I'm going to thread the needle. This is a big moment right here.
I think that's 2 weeks in a row.
Biting my thread. And if I can see the hole. There we go. I got it. I couldn't actually see the hole, but somehow it just went in there.
It's just memory.
Yeah, and you might want to look for another bobbin for me in that drawer because it looks like this one is like a little sparse.
Okay, let's see.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to start down the next one. We'll see if this runs. I might have thrown everything off when I lost my foot pedal. All right, now when I make these, I seriously just zoom one after another after another.
Nope. These are the wrong ones.
We're close. We're so close. We can always thread another. Just takes more time. All right, so since this is such easy sewing, you guys, this is a great time to ask questions. And
Somebody wanted to know where the biggest ball of thread was.
It's here in Hamilton.
Yes, yeah.
It's a spool.
Spool of thread.
Yeah, the biggest.
I'm thinking biggest ball of twine. That's like someplace in Minnesota. But
biggest spool of thread is here in Hamilton. It's just like a block or two from our downtown, from our main street. So not too far from us.
No, and it's our town isn't so big that you probably couldn't see just about any point. It's like 22 feet tall, I think. It's a huge welded metal spool, a giant spool.
Yeah, it's gonna
also
be fun.
Copper's on, so we got to give a shout out.
Hi, Copper.
All right, I'm just trying to get a little more color into
my. Oh yeah, totally. You want me to grab
my
you some
mix?
Different ones?
So I have 3 of each of these. So I'm just doing 2.
Are you gonna do 2 of each? Is that what you want to do?
And then if you want to grab, these off and trim them.
Pressing?
Yeah, trim and press.
Okay.
So sometimes when you do a quilting retreat, they have pressing fairies.
That would
And
be nice.
these are women who just love to press, and they'll press your stuff for you, and that's like a little present. I love that. I'm not a big, I just want to sit and sew, so I love having a pressing fairy. Today, Misty gets to be my pressing fairy.
I will take it, and I will do that job gladly.
All right. How tall are you, Mom? We got a bunch of questions.
How tall are you? I am 5 feet 10 inches tall, and Misty's just a little bit taller.
And Piper asked us to take pictures of the spool, but we're going to be live there, right?
We will be live there tomorrow, so you'll see it.
What time
And
is
we'll
that?
get pictures too. 2 o'clock Central Time tomorrow, we'll be live from the spool of thread.
What else, Jake?
So
what
Piper,
else?
tune in at 2.
Oh yeah, it's a nice little
On Facebook for
nice
that
little
one.
rhyme. Tune in at 2 on Facebook.
Yep.
It's not going to be on YouTube because in Hamilton, let me just tell you, in our little small town, let me tell you about our what is it called? Internet. So we had a guy move in, and the city actually told him that if he wanted internet, he had to wait till someone moved out. I'm like, is that a real thing? And they were like, it's a real thing. And I'm like, that is the most hilarious thing ever. So we don't always have great internet. So
We have good internet here at our shops.
yes.
But if we wander, it gets a little iffy sometimes.
Yeah, I think Alan actually dug the lines for fiber himself because he was desperate to have good internet.
Yes.
But when you get a little further out from the shops, it gets a little more sketchy. All right, so what else? What other questions?
I don't know.
Anybody?
Yeah, one sec.
I'm not following because I'm pressing.
All right, there was some gal last time that asked a bunch of questions that I didn't get to. What were those questions?
Someone asked about the celebrity sew-off time. That's Friday at 2 o'clock Central. Sorry, I had to double check my notes. It's a lot to keep straight.
So Rob and I have always gotten a box of miscellaneous stuff for that sew-off, and we never, we didn't know what we were getting. We didn't know
It's part of the surprise.
Yeah, it was part of the surprise. We didn't know anything about it. And this time, we're doing a charity in town called Days for Girls.
Yep, that's our charity partner this year.
It's in third world countries. I guess girls have, it's really, during their time of the month, they're not allowed to go to school or something. It's like some terrible thing. And I think it's such a sweet charity to give to. If you look it up online, it's pretty amazing how big it's gotten and what it really is. And so that's our charity in line. And I got thinking about this charity and how sweet it was, and I thought, if Rob and I could each make a quilt during the sew-off,
Right.
If we could actually make a quilt during that sew-off,
Then we could give more.
Then we could auction those off and give more money to these charities. And so we decided to do that. So Rob and I are going to be we'll have a team. We'll have some sewing fairies, some pressing fairies, some cutting fairies, and we are actually going to really try to do this all in the hour that we're there. So
It's going to be fun.
I think
All
that'll
right,
be really
somebody
cool.
asked what age you guys were.
Pardon me?
What age you were when you guys started sewing?
Well, when I started sewing, I was a little bit younger than 10. And that's just sewing. That's when I didn't realize that I was 10 when I started sewing on a sewing machine.
Yeah, I think I was about 8 or 9. I made Barbie clothes with my grandma first.
So do you remember, Misty, I know you're pretty young to remember this, but our church used to have bazaars.
Yes, I remember my mom going.
And ladies would make clothing for your Barbies that they would sell at these bazaars. And I remember saving my money all year long just so I could get cool clothes for my Barbies.
For your Barbie.
That was the coolest thing.
Well, my great-grandma used to like crochet little sweaters, and I thought that was the coolest.
Yes.
For my Barbies. So that was really fun.
Those were sweet times.
Yes.
I haven't seen a bazaar in years.
No.
Well, actually, or a Barbie for that matter. I kind of grew out of them at, 25? I don't know how old I was. More questions, Jake?
They're wondering if the celebrity sew-off's going to be on Facebook.
The sew-off will be on both Facebook and YouTube. So you can tune into that one both places. Everything else besides the spool of thread will be on both Facebook and YouTube.
So I want to remind everybody on these pennants that these are multicolored, but if you do them in black and orange, guess what? You have Halloween. If you do them, you can do them for baby showers in cute, lots of colors of blue. You can do them for birthday parties, for any type party. These are just awesome quick decorations. And this whole stack, I just sewed. Yep. So that's how fast they are, because it's basically one seam. And I'm just clipping them apart and clipping this little corner right here.
They're awesome to decorate kids' rooms too. My kids' both bedrooms have some of these little pennants in them. So that's another fun way.
And of course, any size square will work.
Yep.
So I have brought something to show you, a little surprise. Oh, what? Do we have something?
Somebody's asking about the ironing pad.
This is
They asked if it smells bad.
It's a wool.
It doesn't smell bad at all.
No. It's a wool pad, and it may smell right when you very first get it, but mine is long past that. Yeah. And it's a little wool. It's a wool ironing surface. And to be honest, I was teaching somewhere. Gosh, I travel so much. Anyway, I was teaching a class somewhere, and a girl had a small one of these, like a 12-inch one, by her sewing machine. And I'm like, what is that? And where did you get it? And so I was so excited about it. And she says, well, it just makes the seams so much crisper, and it's just, I don't know what it is about it. And so I had to have one. So we were at a, where they have a vending thing. Mm-hmm. And so I went and found a vendor that had one. And I bought one for myself. And I brought it home to Missouri Star, and I said, you guys, we have got to get these. These are awesome. They're amazing. And they said, oh, we already carry those. And I was like, how come nobody told me? I need some of this cool stuff. I mean, these, I love them. So I said, let's get one up here in my studio, because I really only have things in my studio that I love. So, because why have anything else? But I love them. I think they are, they're a little spendy, but I think they're worth it. And at the end of the day, you're just ironing, so don't die over it. If it's not something that's in your budget, but it is a pretty cool mat. Pretty cool. All right, what else? Just about any question they ask me.
Yeah, there's so many questions. Make sure I'm missing some of them.
All right, throw them out, Mary.
So re-ask them if I don't ask them.
Yeah, if we missed you, type them again. We'll try and get to them.
But everybody's loving the pennant idea for sure.
Well, Christmas.
Yep.
And they want to know
red, white, and blue.
Yes.
4th of July.
And they want to know if you're if we're on our summer schedule.
Our summer.
What does that mean?
Hours?
Oh, the hours.
Yeah.
We just changed, didn't we?
Yep.
We change when school starts. So, so that it's usually like right around the end of August, 1st of September. No, right around the 1st of September. I think we change.
When we switch.
All right, Sean asked if Misty was ever a model.
Misty was
Funny
a
story.
model. She still is a model. She does modeling. Man, there's some. You probably should stalk her Facebook.
No.
Because, no, maybe not. But there's some beautiful pictures of her out there.
Somebody asked if they make multicolor thread.
They do.
They do,
So they have thread that's called variegated thread, and it will variegate. It will be in shades. So like you'll get one that runs from blues to greens and purples, or maybe
I think they have a rainbow one. I feel like I saw a
they
rainbow
have all
one.
kinds of them. I mean, they just have tons of them, and it's very pretty.
So pretty.
The variegated thread is just beautiful. What else?
All right.
Copper asks, what's the hardest thing about the tutorials? And is that from filming, or is that our end or mom's end?
Yeah.
So for me, it's not very hard. I just get to stand here and talk to you guys and show you how to do something that I think is pretty cool. And you know,
Because having to stand there and listen to mom all day is the worst.
yeah, for them, it's probably a little bit more work for them.
No,
but
we love it.
you know, so it's one of those things where you know, we try to only do it in the mornings. People don't realize how much filming takes out of you, honestly.
It is a lot of
Misty
work.
was really surprised when she started doing the quilt snips and things like this. She's like, this is exhausting.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it is, because it's not physically demanding, but we generally do about 3, maybe 4, if we're pushing it, in the morning. Because by afternoon, literally, you know, I'm like one of those little dogs that sits on the dashboard of the cars and just,
Yeah,
you know,
you can just like barely. I think
can
what
just
it
barely
is.
think.
I think what it is you're focusing your brain so intently on what you're trying to do and teach.
Yeah.
Like it's just so much brain power.
So much brain power.
Yeah.
All right, so let me show you how we hook these together. I'm going to just hook a few of them.
Perfect.
We use twill tape. Actually, I'm going to show you something else first, because
Yay.
I brought you something to show you.
Misty, do you know if there's a event going on at the brewery?
Yeah.
I know as part of
Saturday.
Saturday as part of our JCPenney Days, which is our whole big town festival that we do it's the Saturday during Birthday Bash. There is some events happening at the brewery. Let me see if it lists anything specifically.
Oh, this is the guide? I probably need one of these so I know where I need to be.
The ultimate
It looks
guide.
like there's live music in the evening at the brewery on Saturday, and that's the only one I see on.
that was doing-
Where are the
job.
bounce houses and things like
The
that?
bounce houses are they still in the park?
Yeah, in Penny Park.
They're in Penny Park.
So it looks like it's Jake Gill from The Voice, and he's actually going to be here on Friday.
Oh, okay.
cool.
So
Jake
Mary
Gill?
just said there's Jake Gill from The Voice is actually going to be in town on Friday, the 21st,
Very nice.
playing at the brewery. Mary?
Yes.
Okay, playing at the brewery. So
Awesome.
From The Voice? That's
he
awesome.
was on
Hey,
The
this
Voice.
is a big deal.
we're moving on up here in Hamilton,
We
Missouri.
Because somebody asked what the population of Hamilton was.
1800.
1800.
So
1800.
That's
And we're
pretty
going to
good.
probably double that this weekend for Birthday Bash.
At least.
It's going to be a lot
There's
of fun.
generally quite a few people in
Yes.
here.
they were asking if you guys have any pets.
I have a cat now. I have a cat. Her name is Sophie.
Yes.
SeWphie. She's a little gray furry cat, and my grandson had to get rid of her, and
She's
so we
adorable.
took her. She's adorable, and she's like a puffball.
Yes.
I do feel a little sad because I'm gone so much, but cats are pretty self-sufficient. And Ruth, my assistant, she goes over and loves
And
her,
loves her
and
up.
feeds her, and pets her. So
And I
you know.
have a cat, Elsa, and a dog, Thor.
Mm-hmm.
So
And just in case you should think Thor is a mighty dog,
No.
Thor is
he's a little black.
Thor is not mighty.
But he was named by my children.
Yes.
So, my
Both.
boys were
Can you
into
imagine
superheroes.
Elsa and Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like your cat name.
Sophie. It's so
Sophie.
It's so cute.
I
So
know.
cute.
So just to show that these can be made by any size square,
Yep.
we had this fun Missouri Star fabric. So we've got some Missouri Star fabrics that we're carrying now that are specific to town.
Yep.
So when you come to town, actually,
They're online too.
can you grab those so we can show those a little bit?
Oh, you're giving away my surprise for
Oh no.
later.
Oh no.
This is for another live.
Oh no. Well, we'll just show them quickly so that
All
you
right.
can see them.
Wait, what
But-
are you grabbing?
Well, we have
Fabric.
fabrics that are Missouri Star specific fabrics that people have been asking for forever. And
Wait,
so
is this stuff selling?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the
It's in
store.
stores.
in
so
stores.
it's
It's
only
not
local?
online.
Not yet.
Okay,
That's
it's
what I
only
was-
in the
I was-
store.
So when you're here
if
this
you come to Birthday
weekend-
Bash, you'll
You
get to
can
get
get
these,
this.
and eventually it'll be online too, won't it? No?
Soon, yes.
Super soon.
Oh, super soon. Okay. All right. So anyway, we have the quack, we have Missouri Star logo, the ducks. We have this one right here, and since Misty's going to do a whole Facebook
special
on it,
live.
yeah. Then I'm not going to show these to you very good, but like this one right here has a lot of the quotes, the
sayings.
quotes, and this is
our mural in
our
town.
mural in town and fun. Anyway, sorry about that,
It's
Misty.
okay.
But I had on my desk, I had some of this fabric, and I decided these are little 5-inch squares to make little tiny 5-inch pennants. So I just brought these. How cute are these? Look how cute
so
they are.
Cute. I love the tiny.
Are those not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
I love it. I have a Halloween one that I made this size, and I just love it so much.
I think you should like wear this like a banner.
Okay.
Like this. Let me see how this is gonna go.
I like it.
There we go. Like she
Yes.
could be the pinwheel.
She looks Halloweenish.
I do
There we
look
go.
because I'm wearing black. It
She's
looks like
one.
candy
There
corn.
we go. All right. This is just gonna have to hang because it's not long enough.
All right,
to go.
I'll tuck it in.
Comes.
But it's so there's.
Quilt America.
Yeah. See, she could. You could even wear your banner.
It's perfect.
Anyway, they're darling, they're quick, they're easy. So when you want to put them on a string and string them together, literally you can use anything.
This is a ribbon.
This is a ribbon. This is twill tape. I've used a jelly roll strip that I've sewn in half, you know, so that it makes it stronger. Anything you want to do. And basically, let me show you how you do this because this is so simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your little pennant right here. You're going to open it up. You're going to lay your ribbon on here, and you're going to close it. Okay, just like that. And we're just going to sew straight across here, and then we'll add another.
Yep.
And just close it.
So fun.
And that's all you do. You just add another and close them down. Now on these right here, because these weren't pre-cuts, I went ahead and pinked my edge so that it wouldn't
fray. That's a good
fray.
idea.
And if you want to do that, we have these pinking shears, and you can literally just fold this in half like this. They also have pinking blades.
I know. I saw
on
those
rotary
the
cutters.
Other day.
So hold this end right here.
Okay.
And then you can just pink these, and then they won't fray. Let me see. I have a set of these that fit on my little sewing glamper, you know, when we have glamping weekend.
Yes, it's so cute.
And I have a set of these that I put on my glamper. So I made sure they were pinked so they wouldn't ravel. But that's how it looks when it's pinked like that. Real cute. You're just going to put that in and sew them down. So I'm going to sew a couple of these down just so you can see.
Awesome.
And then we can take...
It was fun whenever we were camping the other weekend. There was a quilter that camped right next to us. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I have my little glamper. It really has nothing on the outside of it because we haven't painted it. We just did the inside, and we still haven't painted it. But she had seen the camper on the Facebook Live.
That's awesome.
And she like comes up and she goes, "Are you the Missouri Star lady?" You know, when I'm camping there, and I'm like, "I am," you know. And so you know, we had put the pennants out in the little campsite, and the grandkids just thought it was just so cute that you know I was there with my little camper. Unfortunately, there was no plug-in for us, so it was like a little aluminum oven for me.
Oven.
It was a little too hot to sleep in.
That is rough.
But you know, we just need a little plug because I have an air conditioner. Because I need an air conditioner.
There's a reason that we call it glamping.
That's
we
right.
should have that air conditioner.
Right. So see how I'm coming along right here? I'm just sliding another one in, and I'm laying it over here, and then just folding the flap down.
The flap over.
And just kind of hides your string.
I just love how simple these are. I've made them for almost every holiday because I love that, like, well, and especially for birthdays too, instead of having decorations that you just have to wad up and throw away after a party, they last for a long, long time.
Yeah, so here are these like this. And of course, you'll just go along and put as many as you want. I've done them with printed fabrics.
Yes.
I've done them with solids, you know.
Somebody was saying to applique like letters on there.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
like, happy
perfect.
birthday.
Yes, we could applique letters. We could sign my name on here.
Let's do
like
it.
this. Let me just put a heart here and I'll sign these. Oops, I just dropped my pen.
And we also have...
And if you guys,
They want
you know,
your signature too, Misty.
They want mine
They're saying
too?
the whole
All right.
Misty
creation.
Lou, I love
I'll sign it
it.
when you're done.
The other thing that they said,
Actually, Ruth, in my purse, wherever it is, there's another one of these pens, and then Misty can sign. So what are the questions, Jake?
I forgot what I was saying.
Uh-oh.
He lost it. Everything moves so quick. That's all right. Well, I was going to say, before I forget, we have more than just pennants to give away. We have some very cute fat eighth bundles, variety of some Moda fat eighths. And so I think we're going to do 5 on Facebook and 5 on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, look at these bundles.
They're so cute.
So you'll get a pendant and a
You get
bundle.
a pennant and a bundle if you're one of the lucky
and
winners.
how do we enter?
So to enter, Mary?
Or
Just
comment?
Birthday greeting.
Yeah, leave us a birthday greeting in the comments on either Facebook or YouTube, and we will draw for
we'll
winners
just randomly
tomorrow at 9 a.m.,
We'll
right?
just randomly draw.
Yep, we'll pick some random winners tomorrow morning, and Mary will reach out to you. So that will be super fun. You have a pen? Thank you, Ruth.
Yeah, I never go any place without a Sharpie. I should tell you guys my Sharpie story. So I went to the doctor because my shoulder was hurting me so much, because never in my life did I think I'd get signed this many autographs. And so my shoulder wasn't in shape. It just wasn't in shape. And so I went to the doctor and I'm like, my shoulder's killing me. Can you give me something? And he says, well, what do you do all the time? Over and over. And I said, well, I signed a lot of autographs. And he looks up at me. He's like writing at his desk, and he looks up and he goes, whatever. And I'm like, no, I really do. I really do sign autographs. And he's like, well, why don't you try a Sharpie? All the big stars use a Sharpie. And I was just like, well, you little snot, So I tried a Sharpie, and it works because you don't press, you don't push, you don't grip. It just glides.
I mean, one of our camera guys threw his back out sneezing.
That's
so
true story.
Wow.
So anything could happen. Be careful out there. Be careful.
You could have a Sharpie
somebody
injury.
was asking about the pink edge.
Yeah, what about it?
Why does the pink edge stop it from fraying?
I don't really know, but it does. Well, I think it's because the threads are woven in straight lines like this, and when you cut them, it keeps it like the little edges of the pink may fray, but the ones that aren't cut, it'll stop the fraying.
Well, I need practice with this Sharpie signing, because my signature does not look right, but that's all right.
It was so funny, too. When I knew I was going to start signing things, I thought, well, if I could just quickly make a spool of thread or something, it would look really cute.
Oh, with your signature?
Yeah,
That would
and
be
the
cute.
heart's the closest I got. So I have a little heart and my name.
Somebody asked what a glamper was.
So a glamper are those old-fashioned trailers that were made in the 50s and 60s and 70s that are like canned hams. They're the little round ones. They have no bathrooms in them. They're just like little beds, and you see them kind of decked up. They're real vintage looking, and people do them. They're just hilarious what they do with them. So there was one that was like all pink fluff, all pink and feathers and hot pink and glitters and diamonds, and there was another one that was all Western and cars.
So
and
cute.
There's just lots of they do lots of fun things with them. And so we have a retreat once a year where people bring their glampers, and we generally get about 10 or so, and they park them in the square, and everybody can walk through them and look at them. They're just really fun.
Awesome.
So I decided, of course, mine is all decorated sewing, completely sewing. There's quilts hanging in there. There's
It's the cutest.
my little featherweight is in there.
Yeah, we did a live. If you missed it, go back and check that out, because it is so cute.
Yeah, it's all sewing stuff. Oops. All right, so more questions, Jake. Time's a wasting, boy.
counting on
Time's a
you.
wasting.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Everybody loves your
Everybody wants to win
tutorials.
now.
For those of you who don't know, Jake is my son. I didn't know
And
if you
my
knew
husband.
that. And her husband.
Yep.
All right, so I'm just going to
They
trim
love your
this up.
videos.
Aw, thank you, guys.
Yeah,
They want to know the story behind the duck, but I don't even know the story.
Okay, I
behind
know the
duck.
story behind the duck. So
All
the
right,
story
Mom does.
behind the duck is that we wanted a logo, and so we contacted this girl to make us a logo.
Our first
and
one.
our very first logo. We didn't know anything about what we were doing, and I'm just gonna. That one's not going to anyone. That just
Throw it
went.
away.
That just went
It's
away.
gone.
Anyway, so she made us a logo, and we didn't love the logo, but she put this little chick in the O.
Uh-huh.
And we really thought that chick was cute, so we kept the chick. And then when Alan was doing some of the first videos, he thought, well, I'll just put this little duck in here. And I said, Al, it's not a duck, it's a chick. And he says, well, it's a chick that's going to quack, so I'm going to call him Chuck.
Yep.
So it's a chick that quacks, a Chuck.
And now you
And
know
now
the
you
rest
know
of
the
the
rest
story.
of the story. And for those of you who get that, you're my age.
I still get it.
Well, that's because you had parents.
That's true. So either we're your age or we have parents your
That's
age.
right.
That's it.
And now you know the rest of the story. All right.
Perfect.
What
Well,
else?
I think that's probably it.
I'm trying to find this
Unless
comment.
There's more.
Wait, I'm sure there's more questions.
There
I
must
love the
be.
questions.
There must be, but we are.
How many grandchildren do you have?
I have 22.
22.
Next. Fast.
Rapid fire.
This is the fire
Rapid
round.
fire.
Rapid fire
I
questions.
love Chuck the Duck.
We love Chuck.
We
the
love
Duck.
Can
Chuck
anyone
too.
win?
What?
Can anyone win?
Anyone can win. We're just going to randomly draw names.
Yep.
I used to listen to him with my dad.
Awesome. Yes.
I love your iron.
Oh, Lisa.
Can you make pet clothes?
I can make pet clothes because I used to sew costumes, and I sewed for little tiny children, and little tiny children are just like little tiny animals.
Is
So
Sophie
right,
gonna
time's
have a
up.
costume
Time's
for
up.
Halloween? Oh, I hope so.
Sophie won't wear a costume, but it would be cute if she would.
Elsa wears a Chiefs jersey. I put a little football jersey on my cat.
And I bet she's completely humiliated.
she hates it.
All right, what else? Another question.
I think
That's it.
it's time.
That's
We've hit our time. We're
it?
7 minutes over.
So thank
It's
you
been an
guys,
awesome live,
everybody.
actually.
This has been so much fun. We are so grateful to all of you. We're grateful to be celebrating 10 years. We can't
10
believe
years.
it.
No, it's really sweet.
It's insane.
We are going to go through after this and pick the winners.
Yep.
We'll
So
announce
make
the
sure you
winners,
leave a
winners
comment.
tomorrow.
And wait,
it's
does
Tuesday.
YouTube reset comments?
We're finding
I
out.
think if you comment live on YouTube, it doesn't actually comment on the video. So once the video is over,
Yeah, go back and comment in the,
Double
the
comment.
regular
Comment
Well,
again
and if you double
to
comment,
make
it
sure.
just gives you two
Yeah,
chances
just
to
extra
win.
entries.
There
But
you
we'll
go.
draw for a winner for these awesome Fat 8 bundles. 5 on Facebook, 5 on YouTube tomorrow.
And
Wednesday,
any leftover
9
pennants
o'clock.
we have over that, we'll just send out a single
Yeah,
pennant.
Yeah.
and
It'll-
come to Birthday Bash. It's going to be amazing.
Birthday Bash is going to be
So
amazing.
come and party with us. We'll be there. It's going to be
We're
so
in the middle
fun.
of the country. It's a day trip for everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can drive 18 hours in a day, right?
Yeah,
Right?
just drive.
For a
Get in
birthday
the car
party?
and let's go.
Not too late.
You can make it.
All right. We
All
will
right.
see you
Yep,
guys.
we'll see you
Thank
guys.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining this with.
Blah, blah, blah,
Thanks
blah.
for
Thank
joining
you.
with
Yep,
us
we'll see ya.
on our birthday.